Arena. I'm just checking to make sure everything goes live before I start the first game. Everything shows healthy. And now I'm checking the microphone level to not repeat that mistake from a couple days ago. And we're good. And we're not doing standard. We're not jumping into standard today. Because yesterday I had such a fun time playing this deck. Manifesting and drawing cards that I've kind of been thinking about it ever since, to be honest with you. I haven't stopped thinking about it. I was like, well, my daily today says killing things. It wants me to kill things. And really, I don't be doing that much killing in standard. So I guess kill two birds with one stone. Have fun, draw cards, manifest dread, and complete my daily say less basically. So we are trying to do that. Manifesting dread. I honestly liked it so much yesterday. Now I was seeing if it was a viable strategy in standard. And I found a list. However, that list was a free mulligan. I think I'm gonna have to free mulligan because I don't have anything green in my hand. That kind of sucks. That list was format old. So alas, I don't think it's doable. However, most of the engine in that deck, I think, didn't rotate out. So I guess it's something I gotta keep in mind still, which is very exciting. I'm keeping this. For sure, I'm keeping this. I have no turn one play, so a tap land ain't so bad. Not bad for a dad, I suppose. They also have a tap land. They're also playing green. Now I have a couple options here. I can manifest dread right away. Whenever you manifest dread, put a card. Oh, this. My manifestation engine is already starting on turn D. You gotta love that. Manifesting is probably my favorite thing in Magic the Gathering right now. It's a hot take. I don't know. I haven't really heard of anyone else that shares my affinity for manifestation. But it's so much fun. Okay, Johnny's Pride Mate is something that I have. Oh, my second piece of the engine is here. Both pieces are here, so I have literally no fear. And that can't kill me. So I might as well just attack, right? While he's tapped out. I might as well do one extra damage, or he blocks because he realizes he may be a new player, because I did run into some newbies yesterday. Or at least I thought they were newbies. You can't do anything. Don't be looking at my card like that. I don't like that. Don't be doing that. All right, that took a long time for him to decide. So this might be a newbie. I know this is the newbie-friendly format, but you never know. You never know. DJ87887, I saw your other video. Manifest is actually an old mechanic that turns the top of your deck into a 2/2. Manifest Dread is a newer mechanic based on the original Manifest mechanic. Butterhugger is also a big fan of Duskmourn and set Manifest Dread. No way! Okay, DJ, first of all, thank you for being here, hanging out with me. Raimi, welcome back. Race Crim, still easier to understand than modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I would agree with that, you know what I'm saying? That I actually saw what you were talking about, DJ, and I was like wondering if that's where it stemmed from. And in response to Raimi, that is super cool because a lot of you guys in the chat have told me that Duskmourn is their favorite set. So I've always been super intrigued to like look into it, you know what I'm saying? All right, this is actually kind of helpful because he's definitely going to make this a Johnny's Pride Mate pretty big. He's going to make that pretty big pretty soon, so maybe I wait a turn and get two creatures out. A Flying Vigilant drawing thing, Monstrosity. He has one forest, but it's a jump-in deck. I have nothing to be scared of. I have nothing to be scared of. Actually, that's also another good point. I was just thinking about, Raimi, is that Butterhugger also plays that mono white aggro deck that I picked. So now that I know that he likes Duskmourn, he must like the manifestations. Butterhugger and I seem to be on the same wavelength here. My fave set is the Dark from 1994 personally. Who's Duskmourn? It's when the morning light is just beginning and it's still pretty dark out. That's what I assume. I've never actually heard of that set before, which is not surprising because I haven't heard of a lot of sets. Also, Race Crim, if you're still out there, I see you're on the vertical stream. If you prefer more gameplay, less of me, then I'm also streaming horizontally, if you prefer that. All right, I can draw a card, then discard a card. I have a forest to play. I can put this face up and then draw a card. That seems pretty good. I don't need to enchant the creature. Let's do this. Turn this face up. Make that bigger. And I don't have the mana for this, but I will next turn. And I have 3, 4, 5. He can kill my Cryptid. And that doesn't feel good. But I have 2 flyers, so maybe I don't even risk it. But I doubt he would make such a drastic play. I doubt it. And if he does, maybe it's worth it. A 1 for 3. A 1 for 3 feels pretty good, considering that I have like a draw engine on the board, and he doesn't even do it. So it's a moot point. It's a moot point. I think the original Manifest mechanic came out in Cons of Tarkir block. Dude, this is so serendipitous because literally like the first set that I bought was the Tarkir Commander set. I was like trying to make a pod out of it. So I think Manifest is calling my name. I love like playing things off. I like that RNG mechanic, you know what I'm saying, from the top of the deck, but I also like playing creatures. And this does both of those things. And at the same time, it's like the best of both worlds. And then if they're playing cards face down, and me coming from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I like playing cards face down. I find that to be a lot of fun. So it adds a lot of mystique to the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Old Magic art was so good. The Dark had a lot of good stuff. I have to check it out. Original Cons from 2014. Man, I have to check all of this stuff because now I'm intrigued to Raimi's favorite set. I'm more intrigued about Duskmourn. This is all so exciting. All right. That was a Trampler, but he didn't attack. That is very interesting. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end turn. That costs 5 mana. He has 4 mana up. Let's start with Manifesting Dread once more. I guess I'll just do the land. Don't make any difference to me. Now I'm kind of feeling like... Let me read this real quick. I kind of missed this play. When the enchantment enters, create two 1/1 green and white Kithkin creatures, and you can create more. Whenever this creature or another Kithkin you control enters, target creature you control gets +1/+1 against trample until end of turn. Okay. I don't want to deal with a Johnny yet. Believe it or not. Being at 18, I feel like I have the room for it. I'm at 3, 4, 5. This costs 5, and then I would have an extra 1. Doesn't really make a difference. Let's do the island. I'd rather have 2 more cards that I can play at different times. Now he can really block with this. He can block with some creatures and kill this. But I'm still doing 4. I'm just gonna 4, 8. That's 3 turn clock. Okay, let's just see what happens with both of these creatures. Let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? He might do most of my work for me here. The Dark was a set that was entirely directed by the art team. Oh, no way. That sounds spectacular. Spectacular. It's very cool. It's got bog rats. They can't be blocked by walls. 4th magic set ever. Very powerful. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to check this out. The whole art thing that you just told me about sounds amazing. Amazing. Speaking of art, I realized this yesterday. I don't like how this card looks. It's like some sort of uncanny valley thing happening here. I don't know. It kind of creeps me out, but it's a great card in my deck, that's for sure. Very good card in my deck. He has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has a lot of damage. Lots of damage. Oh wait, this is a summon sick creature. So a little bit less. But he's definitely going to be down on the crackback because I think I can just do this on this creature and he loses that keyword. No, he doesn't lose that keyword. It's just tapped. So I'm just going to punch him in the face for 4 and win. But then he attacked with the flyer. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? I'm just gonna win the game and not waste any more of this young man's time or woman. Party whoop. I'm not gonna waste more of their time. That was a great game. I should have offered my good game condolences to him. But another day, and I still love this freaking deck, so I'm gonna play again. It got Blood Moon and Season of the Witch and Goblin Rock Sled. Blood Moon. Season of the Witch. All of these things are like scratching some itches in my brain for me because Season of the Witch reminds me of the Witch of the Black Forest, which is a very iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card. And also Niles, Sylvain, and Uncle Istvan. Uncle. All right, I may have to look this up on stream. Oh, here is my this is my new favorite card, everybody. Eaten by Piranhas. I absolutely love that card. This card also very cool, very cool. Actually, didn't Milos I think it was Sam that sent this in the Discord. His opponent was playing a bunch of these. All right, let's play. Since I don't have anything on turn 1. Let's play a tap land. I could have played the sacrifice land, and then he would have less information of what I'm playing, so that could have been good. Race Crim just followed. Thank you so much, Race Crim. I hella appreciate that. Shout out to you. Also being from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Past, just like me. I've kind of abandoned it because it's now rock, paper, scissors, but I still have affinity for the game. Let's play another blue card because all of my things are blue. I have this in my hand. Are you kidding me? This game, Jumpin' just loves me, and I love it. Brusita, welcome back, my friend. Oh, blue, a new deck. Brand new deck, but don't get your hopes up too much, Brusita, because I'm just playing Jumpin'. I didn't go crazy and use all my resources to craft this deck. However, I would love to make a manifesting deck, a manifest dread, to be specific, because as my new friend DJ pointed out, there's like two versions of the manifesting apparently. Bear trap, that's not cool. That's not cool of them to do. Do I have anything to respond to that? No, nothing topical, unfortunately, even though I wish I did. However, I can draw a card eventually, probably, and then Stormfleet Spy will draw me another card. No, if I attacked. Okay, if I attacked. Definitely this one. This will allow me to... Oh, man, this is working out in my favor. Okay, I can Manifest Dread, then Manifest Dread again. Oh, no, this is an enchantment. It doesn't work that way. I can Manifest Dread with the Human Wizard. With the Human Wizard. It's a wizard face down card. Wizard. Oof. Can't see any of the gameplay. Are you... So I'm generic user, Uwu. I'm streaming vertically and horizontally on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So if you're on the vertical stream, you can click on my YouTube and there will be a horizontal stream there, or Twitch or Kick. So whatever you prefer, if you prefer more gameplay, less of my ugly mug, I got you. I got you, my friend. It was a side event at the World Tournament. Jumping is great for building a collection. Dylan, welcome to the stream, my friend. That's what people have been telling me, and honestly, I love the fact that I listened and I'm playing because I genuinely cannot express how much I'm having such a good time with manifesting things. It is freaking awesome. And speaking of manifesting, I'm going to turn this face up. And then, wait a second. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, let's attack first. Attack first. Think later. play my creatures on the post. This is actually a perfect creature for me because it literally teaches me not to do the mistake I always do and play creatures before combat. Stormfleet Spy is going to make me a better Magic the Gathering player. Slowly but surely, right? Abhorrent Oculus isn't too bad. You could probably build around it. Manifest? I think the only good card using that is the Oculus something. No. Hey, Aspect just said that, so it must be true. However, Manifest could be hot garbage, and I'm not saying it's good. However, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Seems fine on YouTube. Awesome. DJ, you are on the horizontal view. I think generic user Uwu was on my vertical one. So I have two things going on YouTube, horizontal and vertical. And the vertical is like a much smaller view of the gameplay because it's vertical. You know what I'm saying? I can only fit so much. But because the live feeds have different live feeds, I was, from all my interweb searches, it seemed like the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully your Sunday has gone well. Lovely of you to be back. Whoa, is that Simic Mai? It is Simic Mai. Speaking of Simic Mai, I'm playing Simic Mai. Jeez Louise. I was actually hoping that you would join the stream eventually and watch me play your favorite cards. All right, now he has quite the state, huh? Okay, he's poured a lot of resource into this. So I think it's going to be eaten. I'm a flasher, though. So maybe he pours even more resources into the Flowerfoot Swordmaster. I would hate to eat a mouse, especially such a dapper young mouse. However, I'm really considering it. But first, let's draw a card, because why would you not do that, huh? I have 3 mana left. I could pay for this and not worry about it, but I'm at 9. And that seems a bit scary. So what I'm going to do is hope for the best, which isn't a very good plan. Is when you're hoping for the best, it's not a good plan. But he's definitely not going to kill me because I have a blocker up, right? I have a blocker up and I have a flashing eaten by piranhas. Let's end the turn and see what happens. You can cheat in Abhorrent Oculus with Helping Hand. When you manifest Dread in things like Moon Shadow, since using that mechanic skips having the -1/-1 counters, my day been doing good. Glad you're playing Simic. That's awesome to hear, I am glad too. I'm loving this. I can see why you love it as much. You love it so much you added it to your username. I can see why now. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. All right, his engine has gone online way before mine. However, I have more cards in hand, but most of them are lands. He only has 2 cards in hand, so if I can deal with this stuff with an aptly timed Eaten by Piranhas, I feel like I still have a chance. Especially if I take out one of his attacking creatures, if he does decide to do that. Maybe this isn't something I want to eat, but he only has 1 card, so it's like not that. Gain control of target creature until end of turn and tap it against haste. What a jerk this guy is. This guy is playing very meanly, making me sad. That's fine. What he doesn't realize is his precious little Flowerfoot Swordmaster is going to be eaten. Yeah, I'm going to do it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You think you won, but you didn't. But you did. Oh, it did. It did. Gosh dang it. For some reason, I thought that. Oh my gosh. I had to have done that before combat was declared. Okay. Combat continues to be my Achilles heel, and I continue to embarrass myself all the time with it. I believe if I did that before he declared attackers, then it would have worked out. God dang it. God dang it. You've been betrayed. You'll see more why when you start playing AC Landfall and Commander. Feed your own creatures to the Piranha for its insolence. Oh man, that would have been nice. Maybe I should have done that. Okay. However, I will say my stream yesterday in a spot of bother during combats where I normally would have blown it for making a huge mistake and not thinking through combat fully, because as a former Yu-Gi-Oh player, we're just really stupid people. I didn't make a mistake, and that felt good. All right, he has no idea what I'm playing because I played in the Evolving Wild. That could be, I could be grabbing a plains with that. He doesn't know. A swamp even. Combat is one of the hardest skills to learn in Magic. I'm super glad you said that, because honestly, the more I screw up with it, the more like a donkey I feel. And I don't have any Shrek friends, you know what I'm saying? I have some friends that are built like Shrek, but they're not green. So I just can't be acting like a donkey, you know what I'm saying? However, that was a lovable donkey. It was. Okay, I'm just going to crack this because passing every 2 seconds is kind of annoying. Well, it's the end of his turn anyways. All right, I have 2 islands and I'm going to grab a forest. I think that was the correct move. However, maybe not. Maybe not. I do want to play a card this turn. Manifesting Dread on turn 1 feels good. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Someone said yesterday that this was their favorite card. Funny enough. I could Surveil 2. I could Strix, Flying Vigilant. Well, I'm going to play this one first because maybe I draw next turn part of my manifestation engine. So I wouldn't want to waste a prime manifester, you know, for no reason. Now, that's my thought process there. All right, I'm playing another Mountain deck, so I may lose again, but I think I lost because of my own insolence. Let's play another island here. I didn't draw what I really wanted to. Let's Surveil then, huh? I think surveilling here is better, and then depending on what we surveil, then I may just go mad and do Manifesting of the Dread. Oh my gosh. I like that card. Let's do that. An island goes to the graveyard, that goes on top. And let's... Oh, wait a second. I can draw a card, then discard a card. I can add that to my hand. That seems like value that I just can't pass up. Let's do this. It gives me one more turn to look for a manifesting engine of sorts. And let's discard. I'm at 3, 4. That's a hard one. That is a hard one. I have a +1/+1 counter draw engine. I have more of that engine. Maybe nope, I'm doing this one. I think that's the questionable choice, but the one I'm making. Oh no. I'm glad I still have this. This can turn into a huge problem. Even I'm not big enough a donkey to not realize that. I love Sky Mage. Yeah, don't push yourself too hard on combat. It gets tricky. I think turn 1, I would have dropped the island and surveilled. Yeah, I could see why that would be the smart thing to do. Okay. Let's play another forest. Let's get the value. Build value or not build value? I think build value early on is the right thing to do there. And it's vigilant, so I might as well attack. I don't know. He could definitely make a copy of that. I should have manifested Dread into the Royal. To have up into the Royal so this doesn't get out of hand. Dang nabbit. How many wild cards do you have? Billy Oop. First of all, thank you so much for being here. Second of all, to answer your question, not a lot. Well, actually, I do have a decent amount of mythic wild cards, but I have 0 rare wild cards. So I can't... I'm pretty much stuck with Jump In, this deck. And I'm also stuck with the mono white aggro deck I made. Okay. Now I can play this. 2/2. Okay. What do I want to do? I can play 4. How many? I have 5 mana. So let's just not do much craziness. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then he has a flyer now. That kind of hurts my soul a little bit. It kind of hurts my... He has 2 flyers, but the 4-3 really hurts. Man, I'm in a kind of a tough spot here. Maybe to you, this is like obvious of what I should do. But this is kind of like a combat problem. I think I want to hold that up. And I think I want to say no attacks. And I think I want to just end the turn. Let's draw a card. Ooh, Manifest Engine. Man, I don't have the mana for this. So I guess I'm just going to do that. I mean, that's a very expensive card. Will I ever be able to play that this game? Maybe. You could have activated the draw ability as an instant during their turn to hold up your blocker. Huh. There's no way you're doing my favorite card on me. You piece of crap, Ted. You son of a beach. Into the royal on my own card. Is that worth it? No, I don't think, I don't know. I don't know about that one, folks. I don't know about that one. Okay, he has 2 homunculus hordes. So I already missed that. Gosh dang it. Can't pay the freaking kicker. Oh, no, I lost this game. I need to lock in. Okay. Yesterday was going a lot smoother, more smoothly than today. Doesn't feel as nice. No blocks. Try blue and black. It's fun. It's fun as fact, in fact. Wait until attackers, unless you're saving your own creature with it. Okay, at least I can start manifesting and getting value from the manifesting. And I'm a little bit wider than he is. That doesn't feel great. I would have loved to draw on this card, but it is what it is. So I'll manifest this one. That'll get bigger, slowly but surely. At least this can still attack, and it's a 3/3. Let's just attack with everything. Because he can block here, but I won't die. He will die. He could kill this, but he already wasted resources on it. He could double block this, but again, he wasted resources on it. Okay, I'm happy with this attack. I think. I don't think he wants to block with any of his homunculus hordes. He probably wants to make the hordes, well, a horde. Take action, sure. A free card, love to see that. What specific blue and black deck should I try? Do you have one in mind? Arena freaking sucks. Josh Owens. Thank you so much for being here, Josh Owens. The whole game is written, puts you in a pool where you're forced to lose. This game can seriously eat my buns. Well, I hear you, but maybe you find it somewhat enjoyable to watch, hopefully you can deal with it to watch it, maybe. But if not, I understand. I definitely understand. But thank you so much for being here and your comment nonetheless. All right, I'm at 8. He's at 13. Let's manifest some dread. A creature, a big-ass creature. I can cheat out. This is the first time I'm cheating out a card with manifesting dread. That is unbelievable. All right. I can flash that out on his turn. Of which I think I will. And I will attack with this again. And I definitely will attack with the 4/5. And what is this? It's an instant. I'll attack with the 2/2. He has 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 4 in the air, though. So I need to leave some things up. I need to leave... Well, this is vigilant, so I'll attack with that. Oh, wait, you can kill it. So I won't attack with that. I won't attack with this. I will just attack with those 2 things, maybe? because I do want to reduce his life as much as I can to give me a fighting chance. But I do need blockers. But I do have this. I think this is a good middle ground. And especially this being vigilant. Okay, I feel like that was a good middle ground. Getting rid of one of his attackers, especially an air attacker, that's good, it seems. What deck are you using, Josh? And where are you playing? Yeah, for sure, you're entertaining. Thank you, Josh. Come on now, that is so nice of you. That is freaking nice of you, my friend. I'm tossing you a like and a follow. Sorry to come in hostile and negative. No problem at all. I definitely, the way you feel about Magic the Gathering Arena is how I feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, so I definitely understand the frustration. But thank you for the comment, man. Thank you for being here, like I said. Really appreciate it. Also, you got some serious nice hair, my man. Dude! That is so appreciated because just 2 or 3 days ago, I literally blew myself up and my entire hairline and my eyebrows and my eyelashes were all burnt. I thought I was going to have to shave my head, and I've been a little bit self-conscious about it ever since. I literally was saved by a hair not having to shave my head, so the fact you complimented my hair, it means a lot, my friend. That is so nice of you. Very topical, very much appreciated. A lot of homunculus hordes are entering the battlefield, so I think I have definitely lost this game. However, I had fun manifesting dread nonetheless. You should have seen how nice his hair was before the accident. Exactly, aspect. Right on time. When you lock this door, this room deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand the target creature an opponent controls. All right, this guy's just mean, and I don't like him. Ted can suck a stuffed animal. All right, well, I need another blocker if I want to stay alive and manifest some more dread. I'm playing Brawl with an Elias Ilkor tokens deck. Is actually an improved version of my in real life deck. Wow. He's only attacking with one thing. Well, I can take 4 damage. And I might as well do that. He does have 3 things he can block with, but who knows? I literally don't even know everything that's in my deck, to be honest with you. What the fuck? How? Oh, I will tell you. But I will tell you in just 1 second. It's, to summarize very succinctly, stupidity. My own stupidity, in fact. Okay, this gets rid of that. That gets rid of that. He's at 13. Okay. Okay, this isn't enough to win the game. However, it does get rid of his the biggest problem. The mist. This is a big problem too. I can chump block this. All right, this is a problem. He already has the homunculus horde stuff. So that's bad enough. It's drawing a card then discarding the card. That's less good, especially since I don't have a discarding outlet here. Let's do this. And that's... Oh, I guess he could double up. Let's do that. Oh, he has so many things he can block with, so I'm only attacking in the air. And when this creature dies... Okay, now I have a question. When this creature dies, does it count as dying if it was face down? If it was face down, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, I want to figure that out. So I'm definitely attacking with that. And I guess I will just attack with those things. I really want him to block this. I really want this to be blocked so I can figure this out. And he is doing. Okay, I'm going to find out if this works the way I think it might. I hope it does. Next. Yes. Do I get a Manifest Dread? My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day has been ruined. My day has been ruined. All right, but now I can read the chat, and I can probably tell the story. What did you even do? To be honest, if you're queuing for Brawl, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I don't know exactly what that means, but I have an idea. Brawl queue is people with sweaty decks. If you want to enjoy Brawl, you need to find people who are willing to play Brawl. Speaking of which, Josh, what he is saying, I sometimes play Brawl with people that are in the chat. even though my Brawl deck is hot buns, it's just a pile of cards, I have a Discord where people love the game of Magic the Gathering. For one, Mai's in it, Aspect in it. A guy named Stranger, who I haven't seen today, is in it. And they're usually always down for a game. So if you want to play Brawl with some friendly chaps, check out the Discord. I am hyped on the Discord because it's like someone asked me to make the Discord. So I feel like I have a responsibility to hype up the Discord and get as many people in it as possible. Let me finish this game and I'll tell a story. It's not much of a story. Okay, I'm just going to say no blockers. My Brawl Q's people. Okay, I read that. My real Ilcore deck has a nearly undefeated run. Oh my gosh. I've lost 2 games with it. I run pretty often. Arena just loves top deck meat garbage. Bro, the game loves the top deck meat garbage, but I'm still about it, you know what I'm saying? I only get a little frustrated. I don't curse up a storm very often unless I'm playing Demir, but I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to be more positive. It's true. It's either sweats or dribblers. There's no in between. No, that's not how it works. My dude thinks he's playing with trap cards. So hey now, do you play MTG in real life too? I wish I did. Casual Discord drop. I'm here. Stranger is here. Stranger is the man. He's always Josh. Stranger is the man who's always down for a game of Magic the Gathering. Now, as promised, the story, Stranger, Aspect, Raimi, I think have all heard the story before, so I'll make it brief. I was working on that hot water heater, just replaced an expansion tank, and I didn't want to do it. And I just remembered that my new neighbor who moved in like a block away, I saw a plumbing van outside their house. And I was like, you know what? I had already started, but I just didn't want to do it. So I went over to their house and he was like, yeah, I would be down for side work anytime. Funny enough, he's such a nice feller, in fact, that he didn't want to charge me money. But I digress. That is, no freaking way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Target opponent exiles a card from their hand if the spell was cast from a graveyard. Draw a card. Okay. No matter what I do, I can't get away from absolute pieces of garbage hate ripping me, and I honestly want to scream. However, I take it back. I have to be positive because I'm on this positivity kick. Anyways, I'm all excited because he was like down, but he had to come back from work. So I come back. I turn the water back on, start doing computer stuff, and I was like, oh wait, I have to turn the hot water back on. So to turn the hot water back on, you have to turn the pilot light on. You have to turn the pilot light on first. I thought it was on pilot. It was not. It was on full bore gas mode. And I was going fast. I wasn't thinking about it. Again, stupidity. Very stupid. Everything about what you're witnessing right now is stupidity. But I had the lighter in my hand. I put my lighter into the hot water heater. And I was like, hey, wait a second. What's that noise? That noise sounds like gas. And as soon as I made that realization, I had already clicked the lighter. But I made that realization as I was clicking it. So I was able to brace myself just enough, get my head away from it just enough that I still was engulfed in flame. Engulfed in flame. However, I didn't have to shave my head. But my hairline, all singed. My eyebrows, mostly my unibrow, was singed. My eyelashes, all singed. And the smell was horrific. So that is my stupid story. And that is how that happened. So that is why I'm very appreciative of the compliment of the hair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a toupee, but it's still cool. You know what I'm saying? Now let's check this out. Stranger, I hope you're having a great day today. Oh, Lord, water heaters can be dangerous. I think I have an idea of where this is going. I'm glad you're okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, I am. And it's been super nice and relaxing. That is also great to hear from this guy. I'm glad to hear that as well. When I was a kid, a water heater gas line exploded and completely blew a house up. Holy crap. I've heard of things like that happening, and I'm usually careful. But obviously in this case I was not. Okay, this guy is literally okay. I knew when I was giving up negativity for Lent, it wasn't possible, but whoever freaking came up with this deck, whoever just designed black cards, you better not run me in a dark alley, I'll tell you that much, because I'm not gonna be nice to you. I'm not going to put my hands, I'm not going to put the paws on you, but I'll think about putting the paws on you. And isn't that a scary thought? I am going to cheat this out, so that's cool. I love cheating things out. And the fact that it says flashback, I didn't even think about flashback. Flashback works so good in this deck. Oh, I love manifestation. David, you're back. Everyone survived. That's a relief. Serious talk. No, you can do this. Positivity is rubbing off on me. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive. At least you've got stuff in play to do. He'll tap and cast imitation. This guy is literally wanting me to fail my Lent give up. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay. Wait a second. Let me read this. Draw 3 cards. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And in fact, I want to do that more than I want to take my next breath. Oh, I thought it was... Okay. I thought manifesting for some reason was paying 3. I don't know why I thought that. So again, I'm full of disappointment. And my day has not been ruined because I'm having a good night, to be honest with you. Still love this deck, just love it a little bit less. I literally thought 400 years ago that I could pay 3. I'm absolutely devastated, to be honest. But I can punch him in the face for 2, and quite frankly, he deserves it. My furnace blew up when I was 14. Holy crap, so much furnace. How is this crazy? It was secretly me. I designed every black card ever. Raimi, I like you a little bit less now, to be honest with you. But because I liked you so much, you know, I still like you quite a bit, to be honest. Why is everyone having so many furnace problems? Luckily, my sister and I were at school. My mother was at work. My elderly neighbor was home and called the firefighter. Thank goodness for the elderly neighbors. I have much respect for firefighters, as do I. As do I. I thought about being a firefighter, and then I realized that fire burns me. So, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. It would be very funny to reel Arcanus and draw 3 after you discard your hand. It's going to happen if I do have the mana to do it. I'm going to do it, in fact. I bought some packs today to open. I pulled an Uborg Tomb of Yawgmoth from Time Spiral. Holy crap. I don't know if that's an expensive card, but it's, from the way you said it, it sounds expensive. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations. Wrong choice. This is baby level discard. It costs 3 to cast cards with disguised face down. Interesting. I ran into nasty ones on ladder that mass copy Bandit Talent. No, you could have kept the island for Arcanus. In the Navy, everyone is a firefighter. He gave you a land. And I have this, but it... Wait a second. Oh, he's almost down there. Oh, wait a second. I have an idea. I can punch him in the mouth, and that will come in untapped. If you listen closely, you can hear my genius sometimes. But let's manifest some dread, shall we? I hate not drawing this card because I love all dual cards. I love them. They're like my children. But at least it's there in spirit. At least I can look at it and be happy. Let's attack him for 5. Put him well below that 13 mark. Even though I can't do anything with it this turn, it still is nice that I can. You know what I'm saying? It shows that I read the cards and I think accordingly. Cruel Claws, Reverse Heist. Attack. Is this Simic? Yay, Hailson! Hailson, I have not read your name in a minute. Welcome back, my friend. It is. It's a brand new deck for this guy, and I'm loving it. Don't get your hopes up too much, though, because it's not a legit deck. It's not a legit deck. It's just a jump-in deck. But, that being said, it's legit to me. It's legit to me. It's freaking cool. I love manifesting. 3 cards. Eaten by Piranhas is one of those cards. And he can't touch a flyer. He wishes he could touch a flyer, but this flyer is too hot to touch. Another topical mention of heat sources here. Why unlocking? And you could have attacked and turned Arcanus up. Never mind. Sick enough. Yeah, because mono white is not the most riveting gameplay. I feel bad that you're saying that because that is my only standard deck. However, I definitely understand it. It's not even the most riveting to play. I built the deck, one, because it was affordable, and literally the first day I built the deck, Magic the Gathering Arena was like, nope, your entire deck is banned. So I didn't have enough resources, but I did have enough resources for that mono white deck. And two, it was the most simple deck that I could pick from that even a noob like me could pick it up and have relative ease doing it. That is my whole spiel of why I built the mono white. However, I just played that before combat. However, this has an effect at the end of combat, so actually that may have been correct after all. That is tapped out. So I'm going to attack with everything, and I'm not going to say good game because quite frankly, this guy doesn't deserve a good game. If I had an emote that said bad game, I would have said bad game because was he even playing the game? Didn't feel like it. Wait a second. I'm pretty sure you can wait. Did I miss some things? Never mind. Second of, yeah, because mono white is. I read that. I'm pretty sure you can flip room cards if you really wanted to. No, I thought it was only creatures. Josh says too hot. You can't actually only creature cards. Okay, I was right. So I am starting to gain knowledge, my guys. That feels good. By paying their mana cost, I made a Selesnya cat deck for historic that lets me make 200. Oh my goodness, that sounds sick AF. I would love to play something like that. Arcanus is an old card also. He's from the Onslaught set in 2002. There has been a lot. DJ, you're still here with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with so long with me, my friend. That means the world. There's been a lot of mentioning of old sets today, so I feel like playing this jump-in deck is benefiting me in so many regards. What the hell happened to this person's face? That was Eerie in a bad way. Eerie, shout out to Eerie. I don't think they're here today, but someone named Eerie often joins the chat every once in a while. They were here yesterday. All right, much better hand. Love seeing this in the opening hand. Love seeing that in the opening hand for sure. Eerie's here. Oh my gosh, shout out to Eerie, and Eerie is indeed here. Unbelievable. Oh, hey, yeah, I don't say it's bad. I was thinking about Zimone being able to flip them. Bro, forgot to add discard payoffs for discard deck. I am here. I have to sleep soon, though. It's 2 a.m. here on the East Coast. Well, thank you for choosing me over sleep. You are a real one, but sleep is definitely more important than my goofy-ass stream, so take care of yourself. I said, yo, Eerie, why do I always miss your chats? I'm so bad at that, and now I feel quite bad. Hopefully you forgive me. You're such a nice person. I'm sure you will, but I still feel bad. I still feel bad for missing any chats. I made a budget cost deck out of just Duskmourn. Okay, another Duskmourn mention. I have to look at Duskmourn. If you flicker the face down permanent, you can get it. No? Well, I was looking at a standard deck that apparently was rotated out, which is devastating news because it seems like the most fun a human being can have with this game. And that they focused on flickering things. Flipping runes with low-key kind of hot. Yes, that's true, but that's kind of lame, not gonna lie. I'll never forgive you missing a chat as a cardinal sin. It feels like a cardinal sin. It really does. All right, let's get a basic land. Yeah, let's get a basic land. Because why would you not do that, eh? I have 2 islands. And then I'll have 3 forests, so let's get another island. And then let's attack. What does it say? Well, that could be a problem, but it's a problem for future me, not current me. Rooms and Manifest Dread are all from Duskmourn. Just follow. Dark Souls Gaming, thank you so much. What the heck? I'm having a great night. Unbelievable. Duskmourn is crazy. I bought a card from my local game store today that's pretty insane. What card was that? Was it from Duskmourn? I'm assuming it is. Yeah, Duskmourn was a crazy good set. Draft format was sick, and the cards were also individually sick. Which card did you get? Velgavoth Reanimate was really fun. Gosh dang it. You guys are going to make me spend more of my hard-earned doubloons on this gosh-forsaken game. But I'm here for it. Duskmourn was like the one set that in recent memory that I didn't buy a Commander Precon from. And it felt bad, not gonna lie, but I did buy a lot of precons, so forgive me. Ah, that's gonna take all my blue mana. Wait, can I not automatically pay it? Can I choose which mana to pay this? How do I? Damn. Damn. That sucks. Damn. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. Maybe it's the setting, gameplay, auto tap. Man, I don't really want to turn this off because having it individually tap, that's kind of annoying. All right, we'll keep this on, but at least I know, at least I'll have it handy for next time. And enduring, man, these enduring cards, you know, keep popping their head up, and I really need to respect the hell out of them, especially this one, because this one is obviously a good boy. This is obviously a good boy. He fetches like nobody's business, that's for sure. A 5/2 and a 3/3 is coming at me. That is insanium in the cranium, but what he doesn't realize is I'm about to make that dude silent AF. Silent AF. He got rid of my bird. I wasn't paying attention. He got rid of my bird. What a freak. All right. Well. Wow, brother. I mean, whenever another creature you control enters, it gets +2. I mean, that's a problem, right? That's a big problem. But this doesn't really take care of that problem. It really doesn't. But I can shuffle it eventually. It is the 3/3, the one I want to block the least, you know what I'm saying? I missed some chats. I picked up Funeral Room, Awakening Hall. Ooh, a room card. I love to see it. When this aura enters, tap and okay, I'm doing that. Very nice. You can tap the lands manually. I love Valgavoth too. Just click on them. I could have just clicked on them. Okay, that's great information. Obvious information to a lot of you guys, but obviously I'm a bit slow. But okay, I'm gonna click on it right now because I think I want to play both of these cards right now. Would that be kind of silly? I think that would be kind of silly. Okay. No, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna wait until next turn because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God. Oh, 7. Okay, 3. Okay, I've decided. He is tapped out, so wait a second. I'm at 10 though. Okay, no attacks. End turn. I'm gonna wait till next turn. This is gonna change the game. Valgavoth Onslaught. Speaking of Valgavoth, this is gonna change the game. I'm gonna manifest so freaking much that he won't even know what hit him. He won't even know what hit him. It's for my real Ilcore deck. I can airbend it, so if I use the graveyard, I can bounce it and play it again. It's like having a permanent Rise of the Dark Realms, but costs more. Oof, Rise of the Dark Realms. And then during cycle are also... Oh my gosh. Did they pop off with Duskmourn or what? Does it have haste? Okay, it does not have haste. Oh, it does gain haste. This card is a major problem and a headache. Yeah, there's so much great stuff in that set. He's just going to sack it. Don't. My friend brought me a pack from Spain, and I got an Enduring Tenacity. That sounds cool. I really want to visit Spain. In fact, I'm learning Spanish right now. I'm trying to learn Spanish, I should say. The hardest part for me with Spanish is the objects. The indirect and the direct objects. Lo, lay, los, les, me, te, ti, me. So many of those objects are giving me a hard time. But it makes sense that I'm struggling with it because in English, we use it like every 2 seconds. Okay, he's down to 3 cards. I'm gonna... Oh, frick, that sucks. Oh, wait, -2? That's fine. Oh, Void? Holy crap. That sucks. So I'm going to get a lot less value off of that. So that sucks. But he thinks he's killed me. He thinks. But he doesn't realize I have an ace in the hole. 1, 2, 3. I can't pay for the draw one. Kind of sucks, but I couldn't anyways. Okay, I can let... I'm going to die no matter what, so I might as well block the freaking 5, right? One blocker. That's my jam. Did you hear they finally finished the church? The Sagrada Familia. No, I did not. I did not hear that at all. It's been under construction since the 1880s. I gotta look that up. I'm very interested in Spain. A fun fact about Spain... for everybody that is probably not interested, 3, 6, 7. So that is 3. X is equal to 3. Pay. Auto pay. Is they pronounce these as THs. Very strange. Another creature. I'm popping off, right? Another creature. I literally just popped off like nobody's business. And they're all 5/5s. This swung the battle like crazy. He has no idea what to do with himself. Sometimes arena auto tap spell lands that you want open for other spells. The auto tap function is usually great, but when you have multiple things to do, tapping them manually is better. I had no idea about that. Yeah, cerveza. Most of the most of the Spanish speaking world will say una cerveza, but they say una cerveza, which sounds to me a lot less cool. It kind of sounds like you have a lisp. Not like I'm not judging anybody with a lisp by any means, but it just, I don't know, because I'm from America. I guess I'm just a dweeb. Yeah, I didn't know that either. And I really wish I could just like, oh man, that sucks. I'll have to block this, but at least one creature is going to die unless he can, oh, he's tapped out. He's tapped out there. Create a treasure token. He gets the treasure token, so no, he's no longer tapped out. Okay. I can unlock and get more dread. When this gem enters manifest dread, I can dread up a storm right now. Unbelievable how much I love this. Oh, let's just manifest, because if that's flashback, I can manifest this. Oh my gosh, I'm having the time of my life. Have the time of your life, and I owe it all to you. Should I hold up? I need to hold up a blocker, huh? I know I can only attack with one of the things, and I probably want to attack with this one instead of this one because this is crazy value, especially since I have drawing abilities in my ham. All right, I'm just going to attack with one. And if he wants to block, so be it. I'm okay with that, and I probably should read this. When you unlock this door, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I still think he's going to get a hasty creature, though. Wow, he didn't. IRC. If I recall correctly, the reason it sounds like Spanish people have a lisp is because a king had a lisp and a people emulated this. No way. That is fantastic piece of knowledge that I'm so glad I learned today. A Spanish king had a lisp, and now all Spaniards say una cerveza, por favor. Hilarious. I love shit like that. Don't overextend. Good value, eBay. Thank you so much, Mike. David, I'll internalize that. Destroy target creature. Which one was that? Oh, a land. I'm fine with that. So far, you only have a dumpy 3/2 that won't kill me, and I'll kill your 4/4. You are tapped out. What are you going to do now? Huh? Nothing. Nothing. I'm going to win. I just fact-checked myself, and apparently it's just a myth. Ah, that's a shame. But I like the story. And the fun fact about me is I love false facts. False facts makes the world go round. A death toucher that I have to block. I really wanted to have this alive. Now I have to block it, but now he's down to 1 creature. That sucks. That sucks big time. That sucks big time. However, I just got more of my manifestation engine. This guy is not going to realize what hit him. He's going to be like, whoa. I didn't know you had it like that. Forgive me. And maybe I will forgive you just this one time, but no more than that. A creature. I can do this creature. That gets bigger. I can flip this face up, and that will become a 5/6. And I could actually, I'm going to, since I can't do anything else this turn with the mana I have available. Let's do it. And that gets bigger, and I can attack. Oh my gosh. I'm about to come back from the brink of defeat, and it's going to feel so good. So good. And I drew a card, so much value. Whoever designed Manifestation is a real one. I want to shake that person's hand like this, very heartily indeed. I think you might not survive this turn. David, don't say that. Don't say that. Josh believes, I believe. It is a famous myth, though. I love the myth. Low life with haste is crazy. Big time. Big time. I'm feeling this victory. I do feel it, too. It is tingling from my innards right now. I feel like I have a chance. And whenever you have a chance to dance, well, you take a step on that dance floor and you start boogieing. Wow, he didn't like my tapped creature. That tells me he does not have a hasty creature coming, because I couldn't block with that. So obviously he's not planning on winning this turn, or he could just be a bum. And he might not know what he's doing, which is not judging. I make plenty of mistakes. I'm a bum myself, but as a fellow bum, I can see that happening. He is down to 8. I have 6 damage in my hand. The world is indeed my oyster. Okay, I don't want to destroy this, but I might as well get rid of one of his creatures. If he can tap one of his 2 things to make that big enough to know where I die and he doesn't die, so be it, but I'm going to give it a shot. No creatures. A land? Thank you, ma'am. This one does not come in tapped, so that one is the one I shall do. I can make that come in as a 3/4. He will go down to 5. I don't want to attack because he could have a hasty thing. This one, this costs less. It costs less. Is this a wizard? It's a wizard, Airy. Airy. I'm going to draw a card this way. And is it a creature? It's not. But it's protection. So I literally have nothing to fear. Now I can just attack for 2. Wait, he has a lot of mana. He can play more than one creature. This gives it haste. But this one says, wait a second. This says when another creature you control enters. This is no longer a creature. It's an enchantment. So that, if logic is logicking, which I'm not sure it is, another implies that this must be a creature. So does this not give +2+ and haste? But it must do, because why would it stay on the field? Oh man, this is a hard one, guys. This is a hard one. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna say. Oh brother, this guy stinks. I'm gonna try the 4-turn clock and hope for the best. You know, this game was elongated past that I thought it was going to, so I'm living on house money in my opinion. All right, now it's hasty. Put resources into it. Put as much resources into it as possible. Put more resources into it. All right, now I've got my answer with this enduring courage. Screw you, buddy. But I can draw a card. Return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield as a skeleton. Shite. Shite. Oh, it's tapped. Okay. I'm fine with that. Wait a second. Wait a second. Resolve. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be a patient young man and wait. This is instant, so I'm gonna pass. Wait until he attacks. Spend as much mana as possible. When this creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1 resolve. And now I'm gonna kick this mother trucker. Send it back to his hand. Draw a card, a creature no less. He is tapped out and at 6. I could potentially draw something that buffs things. I don't know. I apologize if I'm missing any chats, but I do have to focus if I want to have a chance. 5, that's huge. That's absolutely massive right now. Shite. Drawing a card seems pretty cracked. It seems pretty cracked. Especially if I do this. especially this. Okay, let's attack, see if he trades. I don't think he will, but he may. He's trading. I'm okay with that trade. Wait a second. I can put this face up. But then I won't have enough mana for my Stormfleet Spy. Okay, everyone out there is probably yelling at me because I'm misplaying like crazy. But now I can draw a card. See that? Cool. A land. Always a land. Another manifestation. Break. That sucks. But we shall live on. I have 2 blockers now. Can I catch up now? Little Life with Ace Craze, the nail biter. I'm literally on the edge of my... Oh my gosh, that is quite the compliment there. That means that I'm producing riveting television. Though actually he needs 2 creatures right now, and there's no way he has it. Yeah, he might get 2 haste creatures. It does give. You can actually bounce this enchantment in response to him casting to stop him. So, DJ, you're saying that instead of bouncing the piggy bank, I could have bounced the Enduring Courage, and it would have fizzled? That is new information that's going to take me a while to process. That Epiphany is an instant, isn't it? Yeah, another just means a creature other than the specific card. It does enable haste, I believe. You got into the royal. This is crazy. No, face up. No, I'm not sure if that was a good idea. I'm not sure either. I'm literally flying on the seat of my pants here. The only good news is he's down to no cards. And these are all... Okay, this has Menace, though. So if I block these 2, and this goes through, I'll be at 1. Okay, now, nope, not any longer. I lost. I freaking lost. Is there anything I can do here? I don't think so. I can't pay this because it's no longer a creature. Damn, man. It'd be like that sometimes. But I honestly thought I lost this game way sooner. And I probably had a bunch of misplays. So honestly, these are all good signs. But let's block the way God intended and kill a 2. And then because this has Menace, I can't block that, so I'll block that. That is the correct blockers. And I will be 1 shy. Gosh dang it, man. Gosh dang it. That's it. Good game. Negative. Nice try. He just got a good top deck. You fought well. Thank you guys so much for being so kind to me. However, I did some questionable things. Let's not lie. You have an Uncle Iroh avatar. Yeah, I was hyped about that too. I kept seeing everybody else's cool avatars, and I was like, okay, let's see what the shop has. I saw Uncle Iroh, and I was like, say less. You know what I'm saying? Say less. I do love me Uncle Iroh. Manifest and face down mechanics in general are so rules heavy. That's probably good for me because I'm learning a lot as I go from playing this. My favorite card, I'm winning this game just because my favorite card is in my hand. I mean, look how good this card looks. A little bit grotesque, but they did it in such an artful way that they get a pass from me. They do get a pass from me. That's gain a life. Use the tap land. And I have my manifestation engine, part of it, on board. I have 2 removal if they do anything crazy. Usually they don't do anything crazy. I have a room 2. The winds of fate are smiling upon me, and it feels good. Oh, it feels good. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Oh my gosh. Cursed Windbreaker? I once had a Cursed Windbreaker myself. I dropped it in a puddle. Stain wouldn't come out. Ruined. But it is what it is. I just take the damage to make it more exciting for my opponent when I know it's over. That, DJ, you are a gentleman and a scholar. That is for sure. Most people in today's America just hit this button. Don't let them get their attacks in for the dailies, which I find despicable. I only do it if they hand rip me or if they just play black in general, because I think my opinions of those kind of cards are well documented at this point. Let's do an island, spread the love a little bit. Let's do, what does it say? A cat on wheels. I myself am a bit partial to that front because my old Yu-Gi-Oh deck had a cat on wheels. But let's get our engine going. He has red, so if this dies early, well, I'll be sad. I'll be sad. It's so very esoteric, to be honest. Like, did you know that a face-down creature becoming a copy of something doesn't work? Because only the front side becomes a copy of it? No, and honestly, that kind of hurts my brain to even think about. I need to go to sleep. I hope you have a great night, and everyone else have a great night too. Thank you so much, Josh. And I appreciate the hell out of you for hanging out with me as long as you did. Have a great night's sleep, my friend. But it can't be turned face up for the copied creature's mana cost. Only the originals. When it has morph cost or disguise cost. Jeez Louise. Assuming it's manifested or cloaked. Yeah, it gets hard. Also, Sam, the YouTuber, is such a fine man. Sam, the YouTuber, is such a fine man. I don't know who Sam, the YouTuber, is. Maybe I should, because the way you said it made it seem like it's just an obvious fact of life. An obvious fact of life that I just don't know at the moment. And it do be like that sometimes. Well, he's going to gain life from this exchange, but he's tapped out. So I do feel like I might as well block it so I don't take the needless damage early on. A little bit of tradesies, but it's skewed in his favor. I'm going to be okay with that. What is this card? Fuel the Fame deals 2 damage to each creature. Well, I'm glad that didn't hit me in the face. That would have been sad. But let's get ready to rumble. Unlocking a room. And I found a beastie on the other side of said room. But the sorcery hits the graveyard. I love that card. I did not want to see that card perish. But it do be like that sometimes. But all that life he gained is going to be coming back to Papa. Papa in this case is me. It is me. Good night, Dylan says. Good night. Dylan, I didn't even know you were here, but good night to you. You missed my earlier... Eerie, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? Why do I keep missing Eerie's messages? Okay, I'm scrolling up Eerie right now. I'm looking for an Eerie message. I saw the myth. I saw the Spanish King. I saw Eerie. Here it is. I'll never forget. I read the Cardinal Sin one. I said, yo, I read that one. I am here. I read that one. Eerie, my friend, my beloved friend. I'm so sorry. I just don't see it. I don't see even the message when I scroll up. So maybe it's a problem with my chat aggregator. I'm using a chat aggregator to pull all the chats from YouTube, the other YouTube, Vertical Stream, Twitch, and Kick. And that's what I'm doing. I guess I'll just take this damage. He does have this up. Maybe I don't risk it for the biscuit, but maybe I do. This is a hard one. Okay, I'm doing it. And it looks like I'm gonna pay the price, aren't I? Oh, I got away with it. I got away with it. Okay, let's see. I missed my earlier message. My ass has been building a commander deck around this stuff for like 2 years. I only learned about the copy thing. Like, that is an impressive amount of time in building one deck. I'm here for that fact. David, I'm pretty sure that a copy just becomes a 2/2. Yes, but I meant it becomes becoming a copy like the Blade of Shared Souls. GG Saint just followed. Thank you so much, GG Saint. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that it seems like, anyways, that you find someone struggling to get into the game of MTG entertaining. And maybe... And that makes me happy. Thank you so much for being here. Now I have enough mana for a flashing eaten by piranhas. And isn't that just a lovely place to be? I think it is. Especially if he tries to saddle. Saddle 2? Does he have anything that I could... I don't know. I don't know what the correct room... Okay. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Okay, do I risk him blocking with 2 things to get rid of my manifestation engine? I'm willing to make that trade. I think a 2-for-1 here is mighty fine, and I doubt he's going to do it. He didn't do it. And now he's back to a lowly 19. David didn't see the message either. I think your chat extension dropped some of the messages. It probably does. And that makes me sad. I'm going to have to try to find maybe an alternative. But David said he didn't see it either, so maybe I should have hope here. Maybe I should have hope. Didn't go through. I mentioned that Ristic Studies has a video on the art of Duskmorn. Okay, now it makes sense. Ristic Studies is the YouTube channel I have heard of. So thank you for sharing that. I can draw a card with this if I manifest it up, which is very good. I'm gonna check it out, Erie. Thank you for telling me that. I have 3, 4, 5. Okay, this isn't something. I can draw 3 cards with all my manas. I can manifest this up as well for all my manas, and that will be absolutely massive. Oh man, it's a problem. Ian and I have been watching for a few streams. Oh no, you've been watching it for a few streams? Dang it, I'm sorry, Raimi. That must be very irritating. I just realized I can do this. Oh, it's not a creature, is it? But if they crew it, it could be. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to chill out here. I could make this 1 less to cast. I could do that. Or I could just attack with my flyer right now. And now I'm all jumbled because of this chat aggregator stuff. Okay. Focus. Focus. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Hopefully it doesn't annoy you guys that much that I miss a chat. I will try my best tomorrow to fix the chat aggregator. Maybe find a new one. Potentially. Hopefully. He's going down to 17. He might crew this. Crew it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. You Curry Kippakick. That's his username. Curry Kippakick. I don't know what it means. No one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Yeah, you sometimes have to resend if you see that the message isn't picked up. Aspect, I appreciate you having my back like that, but people are nice enough to chat with me. They shouldn't have to send it twice, let alone even once. Dan, that's annoying. Is it a YouTube only problem? I think it's not really a YouTube problem. I think it's just the chat aggregator I'm using. It's called gosh dang, what is it called? The company that makes it is called Caffeinated Labs. And I want to say Caffeinated Labs, Streamlabs, maybe? I think it might be called Streamlabs. Resolve, he's getting rid of that. That sucks. But I still have my Cursed Windbreaker. Got a little muddy, but it is what it is. Maybe I haven't tried watching on Twitch since most people are here. I would love it if my Twitch gets bigger. I just hit 25. However, that's 24 if you include me. Once we hit a legit 25, I'm giving away the Lighted Halfling, which I think is cool. It's my way of giving back to all the nice people I've met along the way. I wish I had more to give back. Now I can eat and buy. Can I eat this? It's a creature. It's a freaking creature. My day just got at least 45% better because my favorite card is about to pop the frick off. Oh, I don't get my thing back. Oh, I do get my thing back because I can block. My genius. Needs to be studied. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'll never use kick, but it will stop being a creature at the end of the turn, and then it will fall off. Not worth unless you trade, I guess. Can it be that YouTube auto censor stuff? I think it's promotions. Like if I mention another YouTube channel, maybe it gets auto yeeted. YouTube does do crazy stuff like that. But in this case, I think it's more likely that it's a me problem than a YouTube problem. I hate to say it. And now that my Cryptid Inspector is back, I think this is worth. I think it's worth. Let's do it. Auto pay. Manifesting. A creature. Another creature. Another part of my manifestation engine. Okay, I am just so unbelievably good at the game. It boggles the beliefs. It boggles my mind. At the very least. And I have 3 things to block with. Not that I will. Not that I will. Ian by Piranha says flash, right? It sure does. And that's part of the reason that I love it so vehemently. Look at this card. A top tier card, to say the least. It's so good, in fact, that he said, I'm not even going to play the game anymore because Eaten by Piranhas is just too good. I don't think it's that. I've had random messages eaten. Interesting. Haunted Drip. Wait until it attacks. Phew. Hit him with the Wombo combo. He, me, she, Wombo combo. It drops random messages. He thought, what if he has more than one piranha? He sure did. He doesn't realize that the waters are streaming with piranhas when you're playing this guy. And the fact that I've only killed 10 creatures in almost an hour and a half of playing this game is kind of crazy. All right, that's my goal. That's my goal for the stream, is to complete my daily challenge, which I think is a respectable goal, to be honest. TBH, as the kids say. I'm a big fan of Haunted Drip specifically. Haunted Drip? I gotta look that up. And that actually reminds me that I should be looking at the Discord to make sure that Something Real isn't chatting via Discord, because I often miss those chats, and I feel quite badly every time I do because I never look at Discord when I'm on stream, even though I should. I wonder if I can chat aggregate that as well. Okay, this is an interesting hand. Very interesting hand. I'm going to have to free mulligan that because that's a very expensive hand, and I'm super glad I did, even though this is still very expensive. However, I have this card, and I like me a Windbreaker. They're cozy and fun. Let's do the blues, because I only have blues in the hand. And I forgot to look up Haunted Drip. I'm going to look up Haunted Drip before I forget about it. Haunted Drip. MTG. Oh, it's this. Wait a second. This says Haunted Hellride. All right. I'm not... Ooh, another Manifest card. Love to see it. Fortress Kinguard. When this creature enters, it endures 1. Okay. Let's pay 3 mana instead of 2 and have 1 left over. Efficiency. Love to see it. I guess we'll mana... I hate that. It happens too often. I wish that would be in my hand and not in the graveyard, but it is what it is. Would you wear that fit, though? Dude, I would wear the hell out of this, because that looks like the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX uniform, and I'm all about that. If they made a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX uniform in real life, I will definitely leave the house looking like a dweeb every day of the week, if I can do that, because that seems like a grand old time. I'd even go to the Grand Ole Opry wearing that and have a grand old time. I could tap that, but why would I, huh? Why would I do that? I'll attack with 2 in the air, and the clock is starting. It's a 10-turn clock, but it's a clock nonetheless. What could you possibly have in white that is an instantaneous, speeded up card? Maybe a flying card that can be flashed out, that could block me an instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may behold a dragon. Osisius excels 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If it... Oh, man. Very rude of him to do this. Very rude of him to do this, but whatever. At least my Windbreaker stays upon me. End turn. Cursed Windbreaker is actually a card design that's been used a handful of times. I'm not surprised because I like it. Also, just so you know, you only get experience up to 10 wins per day, even though there are 15 rewards for winning. Looking like a Mortal Kombat character, Dragon Barf. I see. 10 wins per day, even though there are 15 rewards for winning. Interesting. Interesting. Well, in this particular instance, I think I only care about my daily. I think that's going to be my goal for the stream. What is it? Can I equip 3? Equip creature has flying. That's nice. I can draw 3 cards. I think that's better here. Let's do that. Oh, love it. Even though it is uncanny looking, it's a good card. And surely they're not going to trade. And if they do trade, it is what it is. But they're back down to 20, an even playing field. Ignoring the 3 other Manifest Dreading equipments from Dustborn, there's Cryptic Coat from MKM, and Cloud Form, Light Form, and Rage Form from Fate. reforge their enchantments though. Well, I do like enchantments. That is how I started playing Magic the Gathering, so maybe those have me written all over them. I gotta look those things up too. Let's play a non-tapped land. Let's start our manifestation engine. Even though I don't have anything to manifest. Maybe I just draw more cards until I can't. And they've got mana screwed. So that's okay. While they are mana screwed, I'm gonna just play crazy. Play a creature that's expensive as all get out, and I kind of forgot that they have summoning sickness, so I can't even use that ability the same turn. Kind of sucks, but in my standard deck that I play, I don't have any tapped abilities, so it's not in the forefront of my mind. There's my built-in excuse. Let's see what this is. Okay, no airbending stuff. You get 25 experience for each win, up to 10 wins for a total of 250. Then the daily quest is 500 experience, and you can get experience from other events also. They're not very good, but you're building the deck around a specific niche effect, and you can't be too picky. That is for true. 100% for true. And honestly, this season, DJ, this is my first full season of Magic the Gathering. And I haven't really, and I probably should. Don't get me wrong. I probably should. However, I have not been paying too much attention to the EXP, and apparently I've maxed out the mastery thing. However, I didn't pay for it. So I didn't really get the good rewards. I don't even have the gems to pay for it, which kind of sucks. Alright, now they're starting to do some things. So maybe now I hold up enough to kick this. Maybe. Actually, because I have this available, 3, 6, 7, 8, I can, okay. Let's wait to do that. Let's do this. Okay, let's attack first. Okay, I'm not going to attack because he'll just kill me. So I'll do this first. Then this next. And then that is all. Oh, I have 2 mana. So even if they do get crazy here, I have things to protect. And I'm going to say no attacks. And I can make this a flash, sure. I can draw, okay. Let's draw a card. I'm not really scared of his next turn. And I have that as flashback. I think that was maybe not an optimal play, but I'm happy with that turn. I think. I meant the enchantment version's Cryptic Coat is low-key kind of cracked. I think Curse Windbreaker, but the creature has Ward. That is cracked. Already just Ward 2. But let me pay attention to this real quick. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets +1/+0. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to take some damage. It's +1/+0 and it's unblockable, and you can turn the coat to your hand whenever you want. That does sound pretty darn cracked. I'm not going to lie. I'll let 2 hit me in the face. You should have held priority at the start of his combat and casted Think Twice to send him a message. Sending him a message, eh? Alright. He has 2 flyers. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, man. That is quite the card. But maybe he pours a lot of resources into that card, so maybe I want to keep 4 mana open. Okay. I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's what he's going to do. I really do. Let's turn this face up this turn because I don't have 4. Wait, do I have 4? Wait, I do. I have 5. So I can turn this face up. And that will buff this up. And now it's in the air. And I can draw a card there. That rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme, but I'm going to keep that up. And I'm not going to attack. Actually, I'm going to attack with this. See what he does. He could double block there. That would be... I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. And actually, I'm gonna attack with everything because if he blocks, I'll just do it now. And I'm thinking about it. Yeah, why would you not do that? I could wait for his turn, but he's tapped out right now, so this is gonna become less tricky. But he could, but that's a lot of tempo. He's not blocking. So that's actually the best case scenario. He goes down to 11. He's going to definitely pump resource into that little guy. I'm feeling good about this. Think twice is an instant. You could have held up the mana. Why would you lose? You draw 3. Why would you lose? You draw 3. Oh, why would you lose your draw 3? I see what you're saying. Well, when you put it like that, maybe I shouldn't have been as okay with it as I was. However, I just felt like I had my manifesting thing, and I'm going to manifest so much value that I just felt like I didn't even need cards. Creature with power less than this creature power can't block it. Okay. It's kind of crazy. And now I have 2, 3. I'm going to have this in the air because of Curse Windbreaker. 6, 7 damage in the air next turn. Interesting. He's looking at my Curse Windbreaker. He's kind of scared of that thing. Vigilance. Sacrifice this creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment. He can pay that. That doesn't feel very good. What if I respond to this? Oh, he's doing it. I want that card still. Resolve. Okay, I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna have less in the air next turn. But I'm fine with that. Another target creature you control gets +1/+0. I'm okay with that as well. This is how much? This is 2, this is 5. Okay, I'm definitely gonna into the royal that. I think I've decided on doing that. Suicide Cat. It is a Suicide Cat, isn't it? Resolve. Pass. Is he gonna block? He's not gonna. Oh, he is gonna attack with it. Okay. Now's the time to shine. I'm gonna draw a card. Riling Dawnbreaker into his hand. My favorite card enters the chat. This seems like a pretty good trade to me, to be honest. He has one thing left to pay. I don't know. I'm okay with blocking that. A trade? I'll trade. A door has entered my vicinity. I love that. I have 4, 5, 8, 9. Oh my gosh. I'm about to have the time of our life. And I owe it all to Valgavoth. 4? Not 5, right? 4, 5, 8, 9. 4, 8, 9. Pay 4. Oh my god, this is gonna be beautiful. He is gonna freak the frick out right now, and I'm here for it. Okay, green land it is. A tap land it is. All right, I'm not popping off right now. Definitely not popping off right now, but I'm glad I'm not drawing. What did I say? I called that. Why did they have to do me like that? I just wanted to attack you with some face down carnage. But that is kind of satisfying nonetheless. Protect the drip. Cats are known for shredding up clothing, so very favorable interaction. I love me some cats, not gonna lie. In fact, the neighborhood that I live in, especially when it's sunny, it's not very sunny very often here, but during the summer months, I walk every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I do like a 1 to 5 mile loop, and there's about 6 neighborhood cats, and they all know me, and they all run up to me, and they all get their daily pets from me. And because of that, my girlfriend hates walking with me because a mile will take me about an hour because I have to stop and I have to pet the cat, because if I don't, then the cat's day gets a little worse. And that just feels bad. Feels bad to me, not gonna lie. And it feels like I'm never gonna complete this daily. And so I might be up for quite a long time, but the good news, oh my gosh, it's almost midnight already. I thought I streamed earlier today, but I guess not. Eaten by Piranhas is in my hand. A doorway is in my hand. So this feels pretty top tier, not gonna lie. She should be happy. That's a green flag. Oh, thank you so much, Erie. I appreciate that. I've only heard bad stories about your girlfriend. No, she's a decent enough feller. She's a decent enough feller sometimes. She did. Okay, I'll tell you a current thing, a current event that doesn't paint my girlfriend in the kindest light. However, it is topical. So I bought my girlfriend a vehicle. The reason why I bought my girlfriend a vehicle is because the vehicle that she was driving, that I currently drive, because I gave her the vehicle I bought. I've been driving this because in the place I live, we have shitty roads, so I don't like driving my cars. But she's driving my car. It's in my name. She ran like one of those like traffic cameras that, you know, when you speed, they say, oh no, you're gonna have to pay $1,000 million because you went 5 over the speed limit. One of those cameras. She set one of those off. I get a text message saying like, hey, you know, my database said that you got a ticket recently. And I'm like, what? I didn't get a ticket. And I sent her the screenshot. I was like, hey, did you trip a camera off? And she's like, oh yeah, about that. I did. So long story short, I got a ticket in the mail today that I wasn't even driving. So hopefully it's a very easy process that I can say, hey, I wasn't driving, and hopefully that doesn't affect my car insurance, because insurance is a scam and I hate this world, but it is the only one that I have available to me, so I must make the most of it, I guess. Like immediately giving up on Lent and having... No, she's still doing the Lent. I guess I just misheard her, and she's going to do sugar-free drinks from Lent. You know, we'll trust her. Not drawing a land there is pretty bad, to be honest with you. My deck is pretty land-centric. Well, because I have a manifester right there, I'll put a manifester benefiter into the field before I pay 3, and hopefully I can attack with it, and then play Stormfleet Spy, and then be happy and draw a card. Like immediately giving up on land. 1 mile per... Bruni's back! 30 cats per... That is quite the meta cats. I love fat cats. Who doesn't love fat cats? Fat cats, the more fat the cat, the more love they have to give. So you know what I'm saying? There's nothing bad about a fat cat. And because they have mountains up, I'm not foolish enough to let my paranormal analyst die like that. What the fuck is Lent? You definitely didn't mishear anything. Lent is a 40-day period of time in the Christian church year that marks the time Jesus went into the wilderness, where he fasted and was tempted by the devil, things of that nature. And especially in the Orthodox churches, they celebrate it in more traditional fashion. But most of the Protestant branches or sects of the Christian religion, they just say, oh yeah, Lent, you know, thank you for doing that. They don't do much with it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my girlfriend does like to do it. Okay, this is a 5. That will kill my paranormal analyst. Manifest Dread. I could freaking eat him. Okay, it's a flasher. Let's have fun. Let's have some fun. Surely he doesn't think anything of... Oh, he's letting it go through? That changes my plan. I'm going to draw a card because I want a land. Come on. A land it is. All right, we have enough time to turn this game around. When this creature enters, if you attack, choose one of them. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I wouldn't have thrown the land in the graveyard. I guess, yeah, hindsight being 2020. I guess it was probably obvious to you, but I'm just so used to... No excuses. I'm a bad player. DJ, I'm a bad player. Noted. You don't have to put anything to the graveyard when you surveil. Damn, that's cool. I wasn't raised for this, so I don't know a lot of those things. Hey, that makes sense. And honestly, I've grown up a Lutheran, and Lutheranism is a Protestant sect of Christianity. We are one of the people that are just like, oh yeah, Lent's happening right now. We have Ash Wednesday that celebrates Lent's arrival, but I never gave up anything growing up. But she is a Catholic. I know, Catholics, but they're not all bad. No, Catholics are fine. Let's see what I want to do here. Manifest Dread while I have this out. Yeah. She always gives things up. And she came to me the other day and was like, I'll give up Dutch, sugary drinks like pop, and TikTok, her 3 main vices, and I had to give up in return being negative. And literally my first thought was, how the hell am I going to play against the mirror? That was literally my first thought. But I think I've been doing a little bit better. But Demir still gets my goat. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to flash that in and keep eating by piranhas up and take hopefully a little bit less damage. I'm not going to take the 5-2. That's the main thing. And I suppose I'll just keep attacking with 1. And I guess I'll end 3 mana. Oh, this is such an awkward. Okay, I can flash this in for a blocker if things go awry, and I can eat my piranhas. I can give my piranhas a little bit of a snacky poo. How about that? Keep the blocker up? Yeah, I probably should have. Bringing in more creatures will allow you to take favorable trades. Okay. You guys are making me feel bad about my decision. However, I made my bed, so I might as well lie in it. I'm not going to sleep in it because I'm a severe insomniac, especially this last month of me starting streaming. Can you guys see these bags? I used to have decent skin, and now I'm starting to develop bags. So I really have to figure something out because I want to continue streaming. Obviously, I've streamed every day for a month. I don't want to lose that habit. But as an insomniac, I didn't think it was going to get much worse for my sleep schedule. But apparently, rock bottom, there's a floor under the rock bottom. When a creature you control enters this enchantment, deals 1. Oh my gosh. Why? Why are you doing these things to me? And immediately thing. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. 1 damage to each opponent. I'm at 7. You really want to do that to me, bud? You really want to do that to me? I'm at 6. Seems unnecessary. What is this thing? And why is he waving at me? I don't like you. Stop doing that. Pass? Okay, I like you. He seems like a nice guy. I would sit on his chair if he let me. Let's first flash this in. Then let's go fishing, baby. Let's go fishing. That's a 2-1. I'm gonna kill my card, but I can't pay for it anyways. Or do I kill this? I might as well. Yeah, because that could be cracked, especially with card advantage this late. And I could kill this. Yeah. I'm okay with those trades. I have 2, 4, 5, 6. I don't even have the mana to pay for it. I'm okay with those trades for now. That means he only has 2 tokens left. And I can draw some cards. I can do some things. Whenever you draw... Okay. More blockers. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1. So let's do this first. Get a fairy on the board. And a land. That's actually beautiful. That's actually beautiful. No attackers, because I need to hold that up. I need to hold that up in a case like this. Since they're going to be attacking more frequently, that's why you keep up the blocker against aggressive decks. That is a beastie from Duskmorn. Stay less. Stay less. Not this one, but the other one. Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? Duskmorn. Duskmorn. Let me see if I can figure out which one you're talking about. These are all stars. Why are these all stars? That's the Duskmorn logo, isn't it? I'm at 1. You got to be shitting me right now, Mike. But they're bad game. Very bad game indeed. I played poorly. I should have held up creatures, but they burnt me. They burnt me. Oh, this thing, Duskmorn. I actually find it cute. I find it kind of cute. So the more I learn about Duskmorn, the more intrigued I get. Let's take a look at this daily, shall we? 14. 1 more. All right, guys. This might be the last game of the evening, which feels bad because I honestly am having a great time with all y'all. Bruni just got here. That's why you keep up the blocker against aggressive decks. Yeah, you were immediately proved correct, DJ. But hopefully you're patient enough, man, to not hold that against me. That is a beastie. He just has to drop creatures at this point to kill you because of what's on board. Their pet, it's all good. Every game is a learning experience. Dude, thank you so much. I say this all the time, but like, I love Magic the Gathering players because like I've met so many freaking nice people. You guys are all patient. Much love to everyone. How is Paranormal Analyst? I love that card. I love that card, to be honest with you. It is insane advantage, especially when I can pay it. If I can play it early, very nice. Very nice indeed. Speaking of the word beastie, there is one in my hand. I kind of like this, so I shall keep it. 2 tap lands though, but I do have a turn 2 play, but not really. I will go to 22. Dude, so much Yu-Gi-Oh players. Okay, I can't be negative, so let's spin this into a positive, shall we? I was happy to no longer be considered a Yu-Gi-Oh player. How do you like that positive spin, guys? I am now a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm now a Magic the Gathering player, and now Yu-Gi-Oh player is a slur to me. So don't call me that any longer. Is this a run back? Am I gonna get my revenge on this son of a gun? I think I may. I think I might. I think I will wish upon this star tonight. Let's manifest some dread. How about them apples? Okay, put the creature on the board. That's for sure a flying creature. Why would we not do that? Let's hold Evolving Wilds till the end of his turn, like a decent Magic the Gathering player human. About our attitudes is positive. Lent time, hell yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh is so hard to parse for me. Yu-Gi-Oh used to, don't get me wrong, Yu-Gi-Oh used to be a beautiful game. In fact, I got utterly addicted to this game because I picked up the Avatar beginner box and it played like old school Yu-Gi-Oh. I was like, oh my god, this fills a hole in my life. And right after that, I bought hundreds of dollars worth of precons. I jumped on this game, started streaming, never looked back. However, the current form of the game for the past 5 years is literally just Rochambeau with shiny cardboard and a feller that does, well, I'll say it this way. A feller across the table from you that has an ego despite smelling in such a way that makes you look forward to no longer smelling him. Pause spin. Looking forward to, I'm looking forward to things. Can't get more positive than that. Looking forward to things, you know what I'm saying? I should have got an island because I had a forest in my hand. But I was saying some things. And saying some things makes me think some things. I will attack. Oh, man. Surely they won't block, right? Wait a second. Surely they won't block. Actually, since Into the Royal draws cards, I kind of want this on the board. Let's just... 4 mana with this hand is such an awkward place to be in. Let's see if he makes this trade or not. I don't think he will. It is literally just a face down card. He has literally nothing to fear. The only thing that he has to fear is whatever his mind comes up with. He's thinking about it. He's letting it go through. Next. And now I could play Stormfleet Spy, but I'm going to play this. So when I draw a card next turn with Stormfleet Spy, I'll get even more value. He didn't kill me, so I'll be back stronger. Yu-Gi player isn't a slur, but Magic player is a compliment. Positive lad. Hell yeah. I freaking love reading Magic cards, but there's just something about Yu-Gi cards that makes it so hard to read. What you mean? Even the theme song has BM in it. Yu-Gi has always been for the streets. I played Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out in America when I was about 14, but I never kept up with the hobby. I've been playing Magic since I was 10. I do not understand how Magic works. Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean. LOL, something heart of the cards. That's basically it. Something heart of the cards, or at least that's how it used to be, and that's how it should be. But that is no longer how it be. Unfortunately. Oh my god, that is alliteration at its finest. Alright, I want to attack again, and I want to play Stormfleet Spy, but now I want to play this. So maybe, just maybe, we do that and wait for next turn. Because maybe I can draw a land. I did not. But I did get value off of it. And now I have Into the Royal for protection, and I can do that next turn. All right, we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. Let's see what happens. We can teach you the magic of magic, and you have been, stranger. Playing against stranger illuminates me of the magic in magic, and I shan't ever go back. Maybe. We started a club in high school called Duelist Kingdom. Dude, that sounds... I wish I was a high school student at your high school because I would have been in love. I remember when I was a very young child, when Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was in its heyday, and I had no friends as a kid. I still have no friends except for you guys. You guys are now my friends. But as a child, I had no friends. I used to drive back by this diner that was a block away from the high school, and I used to look in the window, and high school people had binders out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, God dang, if that's not going to be me someday, then I'll fail. And low-key, I'm hanging out with some friends, kind of playing a card game with you. I sometimes play card games with the people watching me on the stream, so maybe I have won. Maybe. All right, do I do this now? Or do I draw a card and do it? I think I'm going to draw a card and do it. Yeah, I'm going to draw a card and do it. It's kind of hasty, but I get value from it, you know what I'm saying? And I drew a freaking forest. So honestly, I'm just the best player on God's green earth right now. Yeah, I won this. I win these guys. I won these. Playing against me is the magic. It sure is. You get enough people to form a club? Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be huge. It used to be full of great human... I used to love it. That's all I'm saying. I've been trying to form a commander group at my college for 4+ years, and I've never had more than 3 people show up at once. My goodness. That is quite the shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, that wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all. I'm actually a little bit sad about that. Gosh dang it, David, you bummed me out, and then I got fought by a freaking dinosaur. A dinosaur with no face. That looks like a Stranger Things dinosaur, and I don't like that show. I shouldn't have said that out loud, because you guys probably all love that show, and it's probably not the popular opinion. Now I'm attacking, and now I can do the Storm Fleet Spy, and then do that. Or I could do this and get more value from the Storm Fleet Spy next turn. Alright, I know this guy is freaking mad to have spent 10 mana on this card and get very minimal value from it. No, David, I was just kidding. The first season is great of Stranger Things. The problem is that I just find them all so annoying. Like, the mom in the first season just grinds my gears so much. I'm like... I don't know. I suffered through the first season. I felt like I liked the second season a little bit better. People in the chat were telling me the third season and fourth season is really good. Fifth season, I think they're ending on the fifth season. They like just get through it. But like, I think I made it to like halfway through the third season. I was like, okay, my time is precious. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to waste any more time on it than I already have. It is a 2/2. It is a 2/2, and I have this. Do I do this? I have 3. I can still do Stormfleet Spy. Let me just make sure this is a once per turn. It is not. It is because it is going to be massive. And that in and of itself is going to be my win con for the day, I think. I can surveil. And I can play Stormfleet Spy next, and I can... Oh, I have enough. I want to draw something better than that since I've already played the land this turn. I'm going to attack now with just my flyer. And then play Stormfleet Spy, sequencing my young friend. Young friends, draw the card that I just failed to do so. Have a land for next turn. Obviously going to top deck something just absolutely cracked. I have no opinions on Stranger Things other than those regarding its UB. UB. Even me as a new player am already sick of UB. Sometimes shows should just stop after 1 or 2 seasons. We really don't need to remake the same shit over and over. Cough, cough, UB. Well said, Erie. Winona really did a fantastic job as an overprotective mother, though, because when I see Winona as Joyce Byers, I literally see my own overprotective. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, okay. The actor obviously did a fantastic job because I'm sure the script called for a very annoying person. Very overprotective, annoying situation, like hysterical. She played hysterical very well because I was getting way too sick of it. Way too sick of it. This is a reacher, that's a problem. And it's a first strike reacher, but I'm huge. I'm absolutely massive. This has already done its thing. This is a flyer. It's a 1-2 flyer. So I'm not going to block. No blocks. I think that was a correct decision. They're at 6. What could they really do to me? I'm a 5-5. And I can do my favorite thing on God. Oh my God. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's an awkward amount of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 3. X is equal to 3. That's still a whole lot of fun for a lot of mana, but it's still a lot of fun. Love this card. I love this card too. Oblivious Bookworm enters the field as an ominous face-down trap card, as I used to say, but not no longer. Manifest Dread is going to get manifested. They're all 5/5s. What are you going to do about that, bucko? I am tapped out, so I can't play this card anymore. That kind of sucks. He has two blockers. So let's just hit him with the old razzle dazzle, the old razzmatazz, eh? He's at 1. Probably should have attacked with everything. But then he would have blocked differently. I don't know. I think only doing 1 is okay. Maybe. Potentially a misplay there. But certainly, did I kill a creature yet? I need to kill a creature at least once in this game to hit my daily. And I feel like if I do that, I'm really finishing the stream off with a begang. A bang, a bang, da bang, dangy. Gibrick, Omnivore. Let's look at this card. Oh, that guy. If I was gonna walk, I'd pet the frick out of this guy. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is the Helena and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until the end of turn. Oh, I see. You want to be a hasty feller, don't you? Normally that would have frightened me, but I realize I can block with 2 cards now. And he's not doing anything. And now that is just a freaking massive dude. He has 2 things in the air. Let's manifest some things. Because that's what I like to do the most. Another creature. A 3/3 creature. Manifesting some more. I don't have enough to pay for that. That's lame. So instead, I will do this. I'll have 2 things in the air. Then I can draw a card, make this bigger. All right, I'm going hog wild right now. Let's see if I can flip some more things up. I can flip this up. Oh, I should have flipped this up before I manifested. I'm playing too quick. I'm playing too fast and loose. This is another flyer, and it's a huge flyer at that. So I just win these. I have 1, 2, 3 flyers. He has 2 reachers. All I have to do is hit attack, and hopefully he blocks so I can kill one of his guys. Block me, 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 block me. Okay, I'm killing a creature. This guy, his username is Adding. Capital ADDING. He is a gentleman as well. Let's all be friends with Adding because he's allowing me to accomplish my daily task. But I don't think he realizes that I got his goat. I'm not going to give that goat back. I'm not going to give it back. I like that goat. I named that goat Pierre. I wouldn't mind naming a child Pierre, in fact. I like that name. Did I miscalculate? Surely I didn't. Surely I did not. Okay. Oh, shite. I didn't see this reacher. Okay, I miscalculated. I certainly did. This is going to die. I miscalculated. I got too hyped here. Good game? He said good game? Is that a bad good game? A good game? I don't know. What happens if I do this? Because this is going to die anyways. Do I get the counters on my creature and that makes it bigger? I don't know. I'm just going to turn this face up because I want to find that out. Oh, I didn't miscalculate. He did it. He even hit me with a good game. Adding is a great feller. I quite like playing him. Great game. I think that's a good way to... I think that's a great way to end this game. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flyers on my bank account. Jeez Louise, they didn't have enough blockers. That should have been obvious to me, but again, I'm absolutely stupid when it comes to combat. I would like to blame it being late at night for me for that fact, but we all know it's not. However, I do think I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys so much, Erie, DJ. Thanks for finding me, hanging out with me as long as you did. Brony for coming back. David, Stranger, of course. The legendary Simic Mai. Josh, new. Raimi entered the chat for a while. All you guys, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. And if you want to hang out with me offline, I got a Discord in the comments or the links in my bios or whatever. Always good watching. Thank you so much. I forgot to add her angle to the mix, but maybe I won't next time. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream right now.